I'm out here with the Fimi X8. After that disastrous deal this morning, I'm back this afternoon. But what I'm noticing is I put that update on, but the satellite count just keeps going crazy, up and down, up and down. And I think that's what happened when I was on that flight this morning. I had enough satellites to go do that, what I was doing, and then the satellite count dropped down, and that's what caused it to lose GPS connection. So I don't know what's going on with this thing. I got it right here. I don't know if you could see it. It says 11 now, but it'll keep going up and down. It was a few minutes ago anyway. Now it just went down to 10, back to 11, but it actually went all the way down to 6. And then when it does that, it'll say ADI mode, fly with caution, and all that. So I don't know why it keeps losing the GPS count like that. There's a jet or something up there somewhere. I can hear it. I can't see him. He's up there too far. So I'm just going to take off here and fly it around a little bit, because I just don't trust this thing right at the moment until I get some response from some people about what might be going on here. So I'm not going to trust it, very much now. Not until I figure out what the hell's going on with this GPS crap. Because the problem with losing the GPS, if you can't see the quadcopter, if you lose all your transmission and everything, without the GPS, if I get lost, the return to home don't work without the GPS. Okay, so if the GPS quits, you ain't getting no return to home. So that's not happening. So now it's down to 11. It was up to 12, but it just dropped down to 11. So I'm going to start some video now, and I'm going to try and just take off and fly it around a little bit. Because when I flew this the last time I flew it, and when I did that first update, man, that had 18 or 19 satellites on there. You know? Okay, so now it's up to the 18 satellites again. So now we're back in business with the satellites. I'm just flying it around because I want to see if it goes nuts. I seen a couple of YouTube videos of this thing going bad, okay? Okay, so now the satellites seem to be holding pretty good now at 17 and 18. So, but when I first turned it on, boy, they were jumping around like crazy. Maybe they hadn't locked in yet. But I had that when I had the quadcopter out this morning. I had that thing turned on for plenty of time to get its bearing straight with that. I had that thing turned on and smoking there for 5 minutes. And then the satellites just disappeared. I mean, it went to 0 when it went out there behind them old factories. It went to 0 satellites. All right. Okay, well, it seems to be okay. I don't know. Maybe it was the heat. I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe it was the heat. Who knows? It was awfully damn hot, man. I mean, this thing was cooking. Maybe it was just the heat. Yay. Yay. Okay, so I still have the Fimi X8. I mean, I really like this thing, but so now I gotta, now I gotta build the truss back. It says here, unable to enter GPS mode, please be careful. No, it just said that because the satellites went down. Now that I landed it, okay, it just went down from 11 to 16 like that. So now it just dropped down to 12. What was that quadcopter I had that wouldn't get the satellites until you flew it up to the satellites. That was that Sky Viper Pro, that piece of garbage. Okay, so this might be the same way. Okay, this thing might be doing the same thing. It won't acquire the satellites. You got to get it out there and get it up in the air a little bit to get the satellites, because it's going nuts right now from 12 to 16 back and forth like that. So that's not good. You don't want that. Okay, because if you're doing one of these flight plan type things and you lose the GPS, it stops. You know, if you're doing a droney or a spiral or one of these type deals, or one of those ones where, you know, one of those dronies where it goes out and back, you know, because this thing, it'll go far with this thing. This ain't like some of them that'll only go out 300 feet or whatever. You could send this thing out 1,000 feet or more with that. So, and if it's going out there and you can't see it and you lose the GPS disappears, then you can't even return to home. Then the return to home don't work without GPS. So then you're screwed, man. I mean, you are royally screwed up the ass on that deal. Okay, so I'm going to have to build back a little bit more trust in the Fimi. Okay? All right, guys, I'll talk to you later.